little ways around the corner from fear. Be there by next year. Where I'm going, where I'll be. Just a little further and I'll be right there. Then they'll all see.
Alright guys, what's going on? I'm Tim Kelly. This is The Real Sports Talk. Thank you for tuning in. First NFL playoff preview here is the first game. That is Texans and Bengals, a rematch of a playoff game that we saw last year. Now, the circumstances last year were a little bit different because last year we had TJ Yates playing quarterback for the Texans because obviously Matt Schaub was out for the season. This year you're going to get Matt Schaub thrown in there, and that's interesting because last year the Bengals, even without Matt Schaub, and really got hammered in this game 31-10 by the Texans. Arian Foster had a huge day, 153 yards. Andy Dalton really struggled, 157 yards with 3 picks, 0 touchdowns. Really just did not have a very good game. And in their regular season game against them, he only threw for 90 yards. So Andy Dalton statistically has struggled in his 2 career games against the Houston Texans. All that taken into account, that is last year. Things have changed since last year. I think in a lot of people's minds through the first 12 weeks, the Houston Texans had become a better team. Who knows what? And over the last 4 weeks, they haven't exactly lit it up. That's why they're even playing this weekend to begin with. But I think at the same time, they have become a better team, and if they were able to do that with Matt or with TJ Yates, who really was inconsistent, he was a rookie quarterback, you didn't know what you were getting out of him. With a little more comfort out of a guy like Matt Schaub, improvement from guys like J.J. Watt and the entire team, I think you got to be leaning towards the Houston Texans. That being said, it's a one-game scenario, and anything can happen. From the Bengals side of things, I think they have taken a step forward with Ben Jarvis Green Ellis as the running back over Cedric Benson, who they had at this time. Andy Dalton and A.J. Green have only gotten better, and then they've added in some nice pieces on the defense. Picking up Vontaze Burfict after he was undrafted has really paid dividends. It's the lead story on ESPN today, and that's been a big move that they've been able to do and help to strengthen up a defense that has actually turned out to be a pretty solid unit this year. So that's big. Offensively, though, I don't think they're going to be able to establish the run game the way that the Houston Texans are with Arian Foster, Ben Tate. I think that the Texans are able to get it going with the run game. The key piece for me in this game is what does Andre Johnson do? He's had some games this year where he's blown it up, and he's had some games where he's been a little more inconsistent. If he can have a really solid game, then I think this is a game that the Houston Texans win. I think I'll give him 70, 80 yards in this game, and I'll give the Texans a 27-17 win over the Bengals in this NFL wildcard matchup. Certainly should be interesting, and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. This Saturday on the Real Sports Talk podcast, which you can find on Blog Talk Radio, Saturday 11 p.m., we will have a recap of the first 2 NFL playoff games, and also Avery Johnson Jr. will join me. Avery was obviously very outspoken about his father, Avery Johnson, being fired from the Nets. Should be interesting to check that interview out. Certainly, I hope you guys do that. Facebook.com/TheRealSportsTalk, Twitter.com/@CashKelly_TRST. I'll see you guys later.
Just a little ways around the corner from fear. Be there by next year. Where I'm going.